Alright guys, good morning. Look at my beautiful wife in the raw over there eating breakfast.
My PJ still.
We jumped out of bed, made breakfast. Jen's got a class, but I'm trying to capitalize on getting something done before the rain so then I can work in here for the rest of the day. We want to work on the loft railing soon, and I'm not 100% sure if it's a good idea or not, but I have a couple of maple logs that are sitting on the food plot / orchard, and I want to mill one or two of them up. I have not had the mill going yet this year, but we're going to try to mill a couple maple boards for the loft railing. So
one, because it's maple.
Yep.
And it matches everything. But two, because we're using the sawmill.
Yep.
A lot this year. Very few lumber trips are being made.
As least amount of lumber runs as possible. We're trying to save up some money. So let's get going. Alright guys, we got these very heavy, very green maple logs over here, and I'm questioning whether I should even do this because I don't know if we should use green boards that I cut to make a railing. It's going to shrink, but I just don't want it to warp. So we'll figure it out. I might as well try milling. We haven't gotten the sawmill started yet this spring. It's still April, early April. So let me get this going. Hopefully she starts up good. Last fall I had a mouse move into my air box, and this chewed up my little paper filter, not my paper filter, but the little foam filter. So hopefully he's not back. They like it in there, it's nice and dry. So I gotta get some logs out of the way, so let's get going before the rain hits. Full tank of gas. Look at that, guys. Looks fun, huh? This is what I deal with in the woods. Probably chewed all my wires. Alright guys, so much for an easy startup here. This mouse built a nest right on top of my sensor, and now I can't hear it clicking anymore. Which, this is a safety sensor, so if this isn't clicking, then if that isn't clicking, then it isn't going to start. So now I have to bypass those switches, which I know there's a way to do it, and I think they just clip onto the motor, but I don't know. I'm assuming disconnecting them isn't the right thing to do. I'm assuming you have to jump them out. So let's try that. I probably should have done that to start with, because they were a pain in the ass anyway, because they never worked entirely right.
Enough time, I could probably run. Alright,
There you go.
I'll run that back. Just so stuff doesn't get wet.
Yep.
And ruined.
Thank you. let's tighten her down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright guys, so I looked at all the wires, and anything electrical is like a circuit, goes in a loop, and then if one of the 5 things that's supposed to be a safety or a shutoff doesn't work, nothing works. So I think I moved a couple clips around and I bypassed the 2 safety sensors. Those safety sensors, as long as I don't leave it running and try to open it, I'm not 4 years old, so I know better than that. I'll be fine. So they didn't want you opening the doors and having it running, so, which is understandable, but I'm not 4 years old, so I don't need those safety sensors. So hopefully the couple wires I moved does the trick and we can get this bad boy running. Let's check it out. Let's give her a pull. I also put a little starting fluid in there to try to get her going. Ow, what? Alright, success. I'm not going to show you how I bypassed it. Literally all I had to do is unplug 2 things. I'll show you. Screw it. So these are my 2 safety wires. My 2 safety sensors that are in here. These all have removable plugs, just like when I did the lights for the mule. So basically all I did, I had to look at it for 5 minutes and figure it out. Basically, all these three are on a loop. And I just went, this is the one that turns it off from the throttle. So it just goes straight through the throttle, over to this relay, through the relay, and then there's a sensor here. It's got to be some kind of like sensor or ground, So I don't like that I bypassed my stop, my emergency stop. The way it's wired, the way I unplugged and plugged things in. Now I'm just going directly from the motor. The motor turns it off when I turn the throttle down all the way. So that's, probably because this is a universal motor that they throw in a lot of different stuff. So they want to make it so you don't have to do any custom wires or custom, wiring. I don't like, I'll probably try to fix that. I have that emergency shutoff. Literally the emergency shutoff is 2 feet away from the shutoff. And if I want to shut it off, all I do is pull out on my throttle and it starts or stops. So I'm gonna leave this running, take these logs off the mule and run up and get some water and try to get these 2 logs, or at least one of these logs, milled before it starts raining. That was an hour of fiddling that I wasn't anticipating. So I'm gonna leave this running though, let it warm up and let it get get some fresh gas in it. Alright guys, that was a very eventful one log. It was a very eventful 4 cuts. You gotta get everything going for the spring, right? Just kind of like getting her prepped. So part of the game, It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Pardon the hood. It's starting to rain. That's my rhubarb though coming back. That's so exciting. I'm super happy. I thought last fall that it died because it like just all shriveled up and basically disappeared like late August, early September, and just was gone. So I thought maybe like some bugs got to the roots or something underground, but it's coming back and I'm so excited. So yay. I got some more rhubarb from Dan and Barb from A Different Kind of Quiet, and I'm so excited because now I'm gonna have like triple the amount of rhubarb this year, plus I have some rhubarb plants to plant, so maybe I'll be able to make some rhubarb pie or whatever this year. We'll see. I'm so excited. So many birds around, guys. It's so fun. I like attracting all the birds. Just watched a hawk or something fly by, so sorry. But yeah, rhubarb's coming back. We got some garlic coming up that I showed ya. Very exciting.
Jen's working hard. I'm gonna get everything set up so we can plane a couple of these boards. Hopefully we can plane wet wood or green wood. Alright guys, because this board is so long and heavy and we don't have like a wood shop where it's perfectly flat and supported, I think it's binding up a little bit. So we're gonna go measure the loft railing where we need it to be and cut this board to a more appropriate length. I was just gonna try to plane it and then cut it to the right length, but it's gonna make it easier to plane if we have two boards that are close to the right size.
42 high, you said 52 across?
Yeah, do like more like 55 because I gotta cut an angle on it and notch this out a little bit.
55 across, okay.
Alright guys, so the top railing is gonna be 55 inches. You know, give or take an inch, and then the bottom's gonna be 89 inches, give or take. So them boards that we milled are 14 feet long. I wonder why they were so heavy. Fresh maple and 14 feet long. So we're going to go cut one of them 14-foot boards, which is nice. So we should be able to get it all done with one board.
So we have boards for other projects?
And we have boards for the next project. That other board, like you said, might be able to go all the way across the front there and look nice. So let's head out. Uh-oh.
And it's raining.
Finally started to rain.
We only got like a half hour more of work though, so.
I only got a half hour. Jen's got to work, and then I got to edit.
Make videos for you all.
Part of the game. That's why we don't get as much done as we're supposed to.
The weather affects stuff. I only have like maybe 4 more weeks of work until it's summer and less work.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky, 4 weeks.
All right, let's go. Hold that there.
Mm-hmm.
Sense.
Looking really pretty.
Yeah.
Show the boards off. How pretty they are.
All right, guys. Those boards, they're a little harder to plane than the oak. I don't know, it's because it was just straighter oak or what, but they turned out beautiful, but we had to take it in many, many stages. Like maybe it was just a little wavy, but it had a brand new blade, so I don't know why it would be wavy.
Maybe it's because it's green and
yeah.
different. Who knows?
Yeah.
It all worked out good though.
They look nice. They're just 1.25 inches now rather than 2 inches. So that's a lot of wood to take off. So anyway, look at them out. Check them out.
Look how pretty they are. I wish we would have had a planer a few years ago. It makes everything so pretty.
Yeah, it does.
It was a worthy investment. It's already paid for itself.
I agree. Check them out, guys. That's going to be the one that goes on the floor. The long one. And then that's going to be the top railing. So we're going to put these, right? Between these.
Somehow.
Yeah, we might end up cutting this down a little bit. But if we can leave live edge on both sides, I guess that's better. But all right, so Jen's got to get to work. I have other stuff to do too. So now we got this done for the day.
And it's raining, and we don't want to make too much of a mess in the pole barn.
Yeah, it's already a mess, but it's
so
better than if we destroy it. So
yeah.
So all right, this isn't the end of a video, is it? Maybe.
I don't know. This could be a multi-part video. Multi-part project.
So,
multi-video project. Multi-video project.
So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Thanks for all your likes, comments, and subscriptions. They mean a lot to us and help our channel a lot. Let's keep things rolling and have a great summer. We're looking forward to a summer of getting lots done, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. See you guys in the next video.